Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it is a cold fall day, so I thought it would be fun to bake some cookies and kind of do like a get to know me tag. So I'm going to be following a recipe off of a recipe I found online. I think it's like All Recipes, and it's called like the best chocolate chip cookies. I have my phone here. I'm going to be using this to look up some like random questions to answer along the way. I feel like the first one I should start with because I don't think I formally said it in a video. I am Casey Burris, and it's so nice to meet you guys. I don't really use my middle name very much, but my full name is Casey Kimiko Burris. Burris is my married last name, and so yeah, that is my full name, Casey Kimiko Burris. Kimiko is a Japanese middle name, and I am quarter Japanese. The rest is basically German, so if you want to know my ethnicity, I am white and Asian. And it is a mix of German and Japanese. I think there's like the teeniest bit of Irish and maybe some other things, but the gist of it is I am white and Asian. So with that being said, I'm going to preheat the oven. I'm only making a batch of cookies that is going to make 12. This recipe does originally give you 24 cookies, but I feel like we don't need 24 cookies. I think this is all of my ingredients in front of me, but the first thing you need to do is preheat the oven because you obviously want the oven to be warm once you have your batter ready to go. And so I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay, and then I have this little stove cover that I made. I'm just gonna move this off to the side because I know the top of the stove gets really hot and I just don't want to bother risking it. We're gonna get started, and then I'm thinking maybe either as we go I'll answer more questions about me, or once I get the cookies in the oven. I don't really know how the flow is gonna go. I will link the recipe down below in the description. So I'm gonna turn on my phone so I can have the screen on. But yeah, I guess we'll just start with a few of them. My name, we already said that, Casey Kimiko Burris. My age, I am 23 years old, but I will be 24 on February 26th. And if I can, I would love to try to hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday. So if you guys are watching this, I would love it if you guys would go down below and hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell on the side so you'll get notified whenever I upload. My sign is a Pisces. So those are a few things about me. I am gonna go ahead and get started on this. I also have my KitchenAid mixer right here. I have it on a towel so it's easier to move. But I actually put contact paper on these countertops because when we bought this house, the countertops were not very cute. So they are contact paper, and I know that this machine is very heavy, and I feel like just having the entire metal bottom would definitely scrape my countertops. So I put it on a little towel so I can like slide it around. But yes, so we're gonna be using my KitchenAid mixer. I think the best idea is to obviously roll up your sleeves before you start baking. And my hands were already washed before I started this video, but since I had to change out my camera battery and everything and touching a few things, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands again. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Okay, so I have finished washing my hands. I also took off all of my rings just because we're going to be rolling up the cookie dough when we place it on the cookie sheet, so I didn't want to have any dough get stuck in my rings. So we got everything taken care of. So the first thing we need to do is place the butter in the mixer. So it calls for 1/2 cup of butter softened. I pulled this out last night and just left it on the counter so it would soften overnight. Okay, so we placed in 1/2 cup of butter. Now we need to do 1/2 cup of white sugar and then 1/2 cup of brown sugar, but you have to really like pack it down. So I have both my sugars right here.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise.
So we've done butter, white sugar, brown sugar, the egg, vanilla, baking soda, hot water, salt. So now all we have left is the flour and the chocolate chips.
She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under this outer smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get.
Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff put back, and then I will be back when we are putting the cookies on the sheet. All right, so I got everything cleaned up and put away. I have a baking sheet here. This is actually a cake pan because it has the really tall sides. It's like 1.5 inches. I also have these baking sheets over here, but the darker one I think works better for the cookies instead of the lighter ones. So I'm gonna see how many I can fit in here. If I can fit it all, great. If not, then I might just use those for the other cookies. But for starters, I'm gonna use this one. I also have a ice cream scoop here. I'm gonna use this to scoop out the dough, and then I'm gonna squeeze it into my hand. And then from there, I will break it into 2 separate dough balls, and then I will roll them out and set them on the sheet. Okay. So we have that, and then next all we have to do is put them out on the baking sheet, and then we're going to bake them for about 10 minutes or until they look good. Also optional, you can add walnuts or any kind of nut to the cookie dough mix if you like that. I guess while I do this, we can answer some more questions. So I have my phone here. We already went over name, age, birthday, and sign. So the next one says, where are you from? I am from Washington State. Adam is my husband. If you don't know, we are married. I guess that's another thing. Relationship status would be married. Adam and I are high school sweethearts. We started dating when we were 17, and then we got married on our 3-year anniversary when we were 20. And this December will be 6 years together and 3 years married, and we are now 23. We are the same age. But as I was saying, born and raised in Washington, both Adam and I, but we decided to go to Arizona for college, and we went to a technical college. So the program down there is about a year to 2 years, depending on what you decide to do. And then we moved back afterwards. And so now we are back home in Washington, which kind of leads us into the next question, which would be kind of why you came home / family. We are lucky to both have a lot of our family here. I basically have like, I don't know, pretty much all of my family here. I've always grown up being super close to my grandparents. I know a lot of people have grandparents who live out of state or really far away, so they don't always get the opportunity to be super close to their grandparents. But I was lucky enough to grow up super close to all of my grandparents. My grandmas are my absolute world, you know? It's always a blessing to be close to your parents and your grandparents, and I have been very lucky to be close to my entire family, which I'm very blessed about. But the biggest reason why we wanted to come back after we moved to Arizona, because for a while there we were debating like, oh, it would be kind of fun to stay here. It's so sunny and beautiful and like the weather is amazing, is because all of my siblings are younger than me and I wanted to be around to watch them grow up. So I have 5 younger siblings, and with Trey being the youngest, who is 13 years younger than me, I wanted to be around to watch them grow up because they're kind of like my everything. And I know a lot of people, you know, you go through the phases where you don't get along with your siblings, but what can I say? I love my siblings. And then now that Adam and I are married, I have 3 sister-in-laws. All together, with me having my 5 siblings and Adam having his 3, I have 6 sisters and 2 brothers. Okay, so I have my first tray here. This made 12 cookies, and I still have a little bit more dough. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the oven for 10 minutes. I think some of my cookies are gonna end up hugging, but that's okay. It can just be one big cookie. I'm gonna stick these in the oven. We got a timer set for 10 minutes. And we have a couple more cookies, so I'm just gonna lay them out on this sheet. We just pulled out the cookies and all of that. But I am going to start again with pets. So we do have 4 cats right now. We have Nova, Kitty, Oliver, and Theodore. Nova, we actually got within the family. My sister Cameron, her cat had kittens a few years ago. And then in Arizona, I adopted Kitty from a shelter. Ollie is about to cuddle my tripod. I need to grab Oliver. Maybe we should switch areas. We're gonna switch areas. Hello guys, so I decided to go ahead and move down to the floor and sit here and finish out the video. I've always dreamed of having an orange kitten, and we found Ollie and Theo, or Oliver and Theodore. We adopted 2 brothers. If you were to look at them in a picture or side by side, Oliver is significantly deeper orange, where Theo is a lot lighter, so that is the easiest way to tell them apart. So yes, that is my pet. Okay, next question. My favorite place I've ever been. The reason why my answer would be Hawaii is because Adam travels for work. We fly to Hawaii and he's working, and then one night he gets off of work and asks if I want to go to the beach. We go to the beach and we're like walking around, and he proposed to me during sunset in Hawaii on the beach. So that definitely tops the charts of one of my favorite places I've ever been, because that was the moment that my best friend asked me to spend the rest of my life with him. One of my last questions is a basic. What is your favorite color? I would say pink. I absolutely love pink. The last question I have written down is, why did you make a YouTube channel? For me, I have a few different answers. So the first reason would be, for so many years, I have used YouTube as a place to escape for a few minutes. And I would love to be that for somebody else. If I can be somebody who can give you 10 or 15 minutes of relief in your day and just bring you some form of entertainment or comfort and just make one person happy or smile because of my video, that is why I'm doing this, because I feel like I've been blessed enough to have other creators be that for me growing up. I want to be that for other people. I love to make people happy, and I feel like this is a way to do it, kind of like widespread. So that is like the #1 reason why I wanted to create a channel. The second reason is because I have wanted to make a channel for literally so many years. I think when I was like 10 or 11, I was watching YouTube and I was like, wow, this would be so much fun to do. And then again, as I got a little bit older and I was a teenager and all of that, I still thought it would be so much fun to do. But I have to admit, I was scared to post a YouTube video, because going to school and putting yourself online is a lot, you know, and you never know how people are going to react to it. So as much as I want to say I wish I would have just started it sooner, I'm glad I finally just did it, and I finally just said, F it, just put it out there, because this is something that makes me so passionate and so happy, and I just have so much fun talking to you guys, you know? It's like, I feel like even though I only have like a teeny tiny small little family right now, and it's mainly like my close family that knows about my channel so far, I feel like as I start to create, you know, a little bit of like a following, it's just gonna be this like amazing little family that I have on like my corner of the internet. And the third reason, which is kind of funny to me, but also could be considered a little bit sad, is I honestly have the worst memory when it comes to things. That I just feel like there's so many things in my life growing up that I just don't really remember or recall or whatever else. So having this as a place to just have memories and just have adventures or other random stuff I want to do. So the reason why I made a channel is because I want to be a form of entertainment or an escape to somebody, or make somebody's day or make them happy for 10 or 15 minutes out of the day, or to be able to look back on one day and have these memories. And just because I've wanted to do it for so many years, and I finally did it, and it's just so exciting. So I'm super excited to keep creating, and I cannot wait to see what comes of it. But for now, I do have some chocolate chip cookies that I have to show you guys. So let's go plate up some cookies and I will show them to you. And then we will be closing out our video. So yeah. Let's go back to where we started our video. Hee hee ha ha. Alrighty, here are our cookies. I hope you guys enjoyed this bake with me. For now, I am going to go, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And I will see you guys next time in my video. Until next time, bye guys.